All right, so we're watching an expert on how media is exposed to the general public in a high-profile crime like this and the impact that it can have. This is obviously being presented by the defense side. Let's go to Josh Ritter, a criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, Fox News contributor, who's watched all this at the courthouse in Provo, Utah. So this is all still pre-procedural. But maybe you can give us a sense, Josh, of what you think the defense is trying to establish here with this early witness before the trial is anywhere near beginning.
I mean, let's think for a moment about how kind of slightly ridiculous this moment is. They're calling an expert to tell us how the public will respond or receive certain information that was presented by the media. Well, you know the best way that you do that? You ask people how they received it and how they responded to that. And we have a mechanism set up for doing that. It's called voir dire. You bring in the jurors and you say, have you seen the media coverage on this? What did that affect you? Have you made up your mind about this case already? We have established in this country an excellent mechanism for addressing the very issues that they're trying to make here in court today. We don't need an expert to come in and tell us that sometimes the media might present things with a different spin on it, and that somehow that means that we need to remove cameras from the courtroom altogether.
Yeah. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing, because even if you go through this process and you listen to this expert who is, I don't know, I mean, basically has said very sort of boilerplate understanding of how the media works. You know, once there's a soundbite, then it travels to other places and lots of people hear it online and on TV. But as you say, once they actually get to picking a jury, they're going to have the opportunity to ask them whether or not the media coverage impacted them, and then each side will have an opportunity to toss out jurors that they think have had too much bias from what they've ingested, right?
Absolutely. That's a mechanism that we've used for centuries, and it works very well. This is not the first case to be covered by the media. There have been plenty of cases that have had even more saturating media coverage than this case has had, and we've been able to address it. We haven't said, listen, you need to toss the entire media out of the courtroom altogether. And by the way, that doesn't stop the media coverage. They're also making arguments today about the way that they feel the prosecution has violated the gag order by responding on the bullet fragment issue. Well, that was an issue that was brought up through court filings, not through cameras in the courtroom. So there's going to be continued coverage on this, even if you remove the cameras. Wouldn't the best way of handling all of this is open up the doors, allow the cameras inside, full transparency, so that there is no misinformation about what's taking place?
Yeah, we got to go. But I keep wondering, at some point, does the prosecution question whether or not this judge is allowing this process to move forward and is acting as a judge should in terms of facilitating it, making decisions about what can happen in the courtroom, what can't happen, and what needs to sort of be expeditious in terms of moving this forward? Is he failing at this job, Josh?
You know, we talked about this, if you remember, a few weeks ago, this very same question when it came to the issue of trying to kick the entire prosecution team off of the case for bias because of that kind of second-degree removed issue with the person who happened to be present at the shooting. And we all thought to ourselves, this should have been handled quickly by the judge, and it wasn't. It went on for days, in fact, and we had a full-fledged hearing. We're dealing with the same thing here all over again, where he's allowing the defense to stretch their legs, have full-throated arguments in court, but eventually he's going to have to say, I'm making a ruling. I am a judge, after all, and move this case along.
Josh Ritter, thank you very much. We'll stay tuned. We'll come back there with developments. Thank you, Josh.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.